परत दिखाता हूँ. Okay. So last time where did we stop? 1.41. And today we have to start with 1.42. है ना? So but last time where did we start? 1.39 से चालू किया. Okay. And this is that. So I just wanted to 42 से चालू है. हाँ? We finished 1.41. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is correct. I think 1.41 के. So let's we will just revise एक श्लोक का पीछे revise करते हैं, थोड़ा track पे आ जाते हैं, and then we can go to the next one. Okay. So this was 1.41. अच्छा वन इंटरव्यू हुआ था. No problem. All right. So we will quickly skim through that, and then we will see. So I'm going to read the translation of Bhagavad Gita 1.41. Actually, one of you can read. I'm just trying to get hold of a mic that can be. इसका mic कुठे गेला? हाँ? क्या bag आहे? ठीक आहे. नहीं ही bag ही होती ना mic नीचे एक mic. इधर ये काम का नहीं है सर. नहीं इधर नीचे आपके पास नीचे. हाँ नहीं वो भी ये पढ़ना हो क्या ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ो सर.
An increase of unwanted population certainly cause hellish life both for the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. The ancestor of such corrupt families fall down because the performance for offering them food and water are entirely stopped.
Okay. I'm just reducing the volume, so it's not gonna. So an increase of unwanted population certainly causes hellish life. Unwanted population. So now I just want to revise what are the 4 reasons that Arjun has given till now. Why he doesn't want to fight? What are the 4 reasons till now? What is the first reason? Compassion. Compassion for whom? Compassion for friends and relatives. Compassion. What does compassion mean?
Just we see them every day, like their grandfathers.
हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं compassion को?
दया.
संवेदना.
हम लोग समझ में आगे बढ़ते हैं. Compassion for friends and relatives. कि एक दया भाव आया है, एक प्रेम भाव, दया भाव की कैसा किया जाए. सेकेंड वाला क्या है?
No pleasure.
कंपैशन को कहते हैं करुणा.
करुणा. Very nice. Karuna. Thank you. That's okay. So we are not testing the memory at this stage. We are stuck in Kali Yuga. So even I am properly referring to it. So what is the second reason? No enjoyment. No enjoyment. Arjun is saying no enjoyment even if victorious. मार के फिर कैसा मैं enjoy करूँगा सब. Then third is fear of sinful reaction. If I kill somebody, then I will get reaction. मुझे नरक में जाना पड़ेगा. I will have to go to hell. And then fourth one that we discussed primarily last week is destruction of family traditions. So now we are just on that part, and just we will skim through it to see कि क्या हो रहा है. So does anybody remember the sequence of how that destruction of family tradition takes place? एक sequence था. When the war will happen, then in the war, all the men from the family will go to fight the war. Women are not allowed in the war, so men will go. Because all the men will go, then all the men will die. Somebody has to win the एक side में तो. Then all the men will die. So when the men will die, the women and the children that are left behind in the family जो घर में बैठे हैं, the knowledge to them, the kula क्या था? Kula dharma. The kula dharma, the knowledge that was supposed to be given by these men, these elderly people to their children, that thing will stop. Because the children will not have that knowledge, what will happen?
Wrong tradition.
हाँ, irreligion, yes. कौन बोले religion? Irreligion will happen, yes. Irreligion will happen. Because that knowledge is lost, then they will act whimsically. The knowledge based on the Shastras, that is the Kula Dharma. ऐसा ही कोई knowledge नहीं है. The knowledge that was based on the Shastras was supposed to be given to the next generation. So that knowledge will be lost. Then whoever is there, they will act whimsically without knowledge. When they act whimsically, like the way people are acting in the current world today, what happens? Men will have illicit relations. When the men will have illicit relations, then the women of the family will also see, and they will also go after illicit relations. And then what will happen? Out of these illicit relations, there will be unwanted children. याद आ रहा है धीरे धीरे? With these unwanted children who don't have the knowledge of Kula Dharma, the knowledge of scriptures, havoc will be created in the society, like the way it is currently happening, and hence the entire nation will be destroyed. So Arjun is saying here specifically, 41 पे था ना? Because the performance is offering them food and water are entirely stopped. So one of the Kula Dharma, one of the information that was passed from the elderly people to the next generation was to do Shraddha. Pitru Paksha is coming now. So to do Shraddha, to do the offering of water and food to the ancestors. Udak and Pinda, इसको बोलते हैं. Udak is water, Pinda is the rice ball with the sesame seed. So that information, because the young son, he sees the father doing the Shraddha and Pinda in the house, and then he learns it from there. So when his father passes away, he will continue the same thing. I have seen my father doing it for my grandfather and grandmother. Now I have to do for my father. So that information, that connection will be lost. So Arjun is saying this window of the Kriya will lost. So if anyone stops this Shraddha ceremony, then we discussed last week, then that they will get Pitru Shraddha, the curse from the ancestors. And then such family will always be in trouble. Okay, so that we discussed. Lupta Pindodaka Kriya, last line. Patanti Pitro. So we saw that part. We saw that how Garbhadan Samskar is very, very important. So that the child in the womb, even before the Garbhadharan Kriya, the Samskar start, so that we we change our consciousness and we get into consciousness where we are able to invite a very, very noble soul into the family. And then the Garbhadharan Samskar, and there are various things that happen. And then we discuss if the women get into illicit relation, then these things happen. Alright, so Pindadan ceremony is there. And we discussed how a putra is very, very important for a Pindadan ceremony. The Shastras have given priority to the putra. If the putra is not there, then some other male member in the family can do this puja. Now sometimes people say that if they don't have putra, then what? So we have seen that there are other ways, but generally, when I was hearing some lectures on this, and then I read Srila Prabhupada's purport, some other lectures also. So having a putra requires a lot of piety on both the husband and wife. It is not about the current life. It is about what you have done in your previous life. Based on the piety that you have collected in your previous life, you will be allocated the son or a daughter in this life, or for that matter, even a child. Now some couples may not have a child. So it is not that the doctor is not capable of doing certain things or is not giving the right medicines. It is about their past karmas. Because nowadays the IVF theory and everything is so advanced. Everyone should ideally have a child, but there are so many couples who don't have a child. Science is very advanced, we say. सबको पुत्र होना चाहिए था फिर तो ना, because they can also select a chromosome if you like. But then it doesn't happen. Why it doesn't happen? It is because of our previous karmic reactions. So to have a putra, you need a certain piety, and then people can have. But even after having a putra, if you don't give that knowledge of Pinda Udak Kriya, then that putra's main function, putra is made up of two words we discussed last week, pu and tra, from the pum nam trayate, pum nam narpo trayate. So there is a hellish planet called as Pum, and the one trayate means one who delivers his ancestors from that Pum hellish planet. Trayate is called a putra. So putra is a very technical, very, very thoughtful term based on the Sanskrit language. If the putra doesn't do his duty, then the putra is waste, is no longer relevant. Then you might as have a girl child. So somebody can't say now that lucky है लोग, इनको तो लड़का हुआ, दो लड़के हुए, for example. ऐसा luck नाम का चीज नहीं रहता. Once you come to Krishna consciousness, you should understand that there is nothing terminology in Krishna consciousness dictionary. There is no word called as luck. It is based on your past karmas. Because if there was luck, then you can't justify how things are happening. Because everyone would have got lucky and got a lottery. So it is based on karma. Some people now, it happens that let's say it is based on our karma, and that is why we have to be very, very careful in how we deal with people, how we deal with our relatives. If we try to take somebody else's wealth, somebody else's sampatti, sometimes there is a distribution in the family of wealth, and maybe one of the son is more advanced, chalak. He may take some little bit extra share from the other brother who is not so chalak, who is passive. Now momentarily he may feel that okay, मैं जीत गया, ज़्यादा धन दे दिया, इसको पता भी नहीं चला. Who has noted this? The karmic, whoever is noting in our scheme of things, it is written in his karma. Next life, he will have to return that wealth back. If both of them are not into Krishna consciousness, then next time what will happen? Let's say the other brother who was not so chalak, but he did quite a few sinful activities. Okay, due to which his next janam he may not get a proper body. He may be born with various disease. And the first brother who deceived this brother, he may be a parent. Okay, understand the situation. Sometimes we get children, we see in the society that a child is born with defects, and the parents spend a lot of money on that child. Somehow they will collect money, hard-earned money spent to treat that child. And then the child may consume that money continuously. The parents are in great hardships. They will connect donations from here, they will beg, they will do everything. And then after a few years, the child also dies. So all the money is gone waste. That money was from the previous lifetime that the child was supposed to get. That soul number 2 who died was supposed to get from soul number 1. But it did not happen in the past life. So it continues in the next life. And that is how the money just keeps on going. So there is nothing called luck. It is our actions that will determine what's going to happen in the future. So when we come to Krishna consciousness, the beauty of it is we do every single action by taking a lot of thought process in it. we just don't talk anything. We are very very careful क्योंकि इसका reaction मिलेगा बाद में, है ना? Every time when we walk in the morning for Mangala, there is not too much, but I don't go over the grass. I don't even want to. Sometimes there is a rain and the snails also come out. I'm very worried if I step over the snail. एक दो बार हुआ भी मैं correct आवाज आ गया. Well, Krishna, what have I done now? But you can't help. We have taken birth in Kali Yuga, so these things are happening. So you have to be very, very careful. So I'm just deviating from this, but I thought we should discuss on this. So what is the way of? So many things are anyway happening. What is the way out of this? Krishna says in the 18th chapter, Lord Krishna will say, Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru mam evaiseti satyam te prati jano priyoshi me. So 18.65 and in 18.66, Krishna will say, Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo, मैं तुम्हारे सारे पाप ले लूंगा. That is the biggest motivation for us. Krishna says, Sati Tokti का लिखा है, अर्जुन सबको बता दो, सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य माम एकम शरणम व्रज अहम त्वाम सर्व पापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचम, मैं तुमको मोक्ष दिलाऊंगा. बट कैसे, किसको, कब, when? सर्व धर्मान परित्यज्य, फर्स्ट यू सरेंडर टू मी ना, पहला तुम सरेंडर तो करो, then I will do everything. 18.65 and 18.66. Anyone who does 18.65 every day, क्या करना है? मन मना भव मद भक्तो. So let's repeat. मन मना भव मद भक्तो. मन मना भव मद भक्तो. मद्याजी माम नमस्कुरु. माम एवैष्यसि सत्यम ते. माम एवैष्यसि सत्यम ते. प्रतिजाने प्रियोषि मे. So I'll read the translation. Always think of me. मनमना भव मद भक्त. Always think of me. मद भक्तो. Become my devotee. भक्त बन जाओ. मेरे बारे में हमेशा सोचो. मेरा भक्त बन जाओ. मध्याजी माम नमस्कुरु. Worship me and offer your homage unto me. Maam evaishyasi satyam. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. Krishna says. So that is a simple process. Because we can't stop sinning. We are in Kali Yuga. As I said, we are walking. There are so many ants. There are so many things. Even if you don't want, you will end up insulting somebody, offending somebody, knowingly, unknowingly. You can't keep happy everyone. It is a fact. Somebody or the other will not like you and you can't do a thing about it. So what is the best way? Krishna ko surrender karo. And then Krishna says in 19.85 and 18.66, I will deliver you from all sinful reaction. That is the biggest hope of devotee. Srila Prabhupada stresses a lot on these two verses. This is the backbone. जब भी सुबह जब भी उठते हैं चैंटिंग का मन नहीं कर रहा है तो ये पढ़ने का कि मेरे पाप कैसे धुलेंगे. And the only way of surrendering to Krishna in Kali Yuga is by chanting the names. Meditation से कुछ नहीं होगा. थोड़ा देर करेंगे. Meditate किस पे करेंगे? You will meditate on the breath. How it goes out, goes in. It will eventually you have to take control of your mind and focus your mind on Krishna. That meditation and everything is a preliminary step. वो योगा के steps हैं अलग अलग. But that is not a prescribed process for attaining Lord in Kali Yuga. So there are so many other processes, other kriyas, Sudarshan kriya, this kriya. That is okay to control your mind. But otherwise, it is not going to help to attain Krishna. Okay? So important. So what we have learnt in the past 10 minutes, there is nothing called as luck. It is based on our karma. We have to be very, very careful in how we deal with people around us. And that is the quality of devotee. When you come to Krishna consciousness, then you are very careful कि हमको किसी को फंसाना नहीं है, हमको किसी का संपत्ति नहीं चाहिए. हमको किसी का $5 भी नहीं चाहिए, वो $5 के लिए भी वापस आना पड़ेगा। हाँ। If you have to, if there is a, if you don't know how much to give return in terms of loan, किसी का पैसा लिया है, ₹1 ज्यादा दे दो ऊपर से, और खत्म करो इसको।
वो लेने वापस आना पड़ेगा।
हाँ, तो you are not in debt। हाँ, but if you have given with the intention कि मेरा इसमें ₹1 ज्यादा गया, फिर आना पड़ेगा, फिर आना पड़ेगा। But if you have given a donation, नहीं मेरे को नहीं चाहिए, ले लो भाई, आराम से। With a donation, with a free mind, without any expectation, then you are free. Prabhupada has very aptly named Krishna consciousness. Consciousness में है सब कुछ. And we are very very lucky that ये कलयुगा चल रहा है. In कलयुगा, by thinking incorrectly, one doesn't get pap. In other yugas, even by the thought of thinking incorrectly about somebody, पाप लग जाता था. अभी लकी है बहुत हम लोग, नहीं तो अब तक सब जे अपना हेल में गए होते हैं। हाँ, क्योंकि इतना बुरा सोचते हैं हम सबके बारे में। मन ही वैसा है।
तो बिजनेस में क्या किया जाए?
बिजनेस में क्या बुरा सोचना मतलब? हाँ, क्वेश्चन कीजिए, बिजनेस में क्या
किया जाए?
किसके बारे में?
We need to make money, you know?
Yeah, so you can still make money. There is nothing wrong, but you are not duping somebody ना। आप किसी को कोई सर्विस दे रहे हो और उस सर्विस के बदले में आप पैसा दे रहे हो, so that is fine. Your price may be higher than others, it is okay. But because that person feels that he should give you that much money for the product or the service that you are selling, so that is fine. It's a transaction. It is good. हाँ, but if you dupe somebody, कि चलो इंडिया में जैसे होता है, कहीं पे होता है कि ये प्रॉपर्टी आपके नाम पे कर देता है, वैसे कोई प्रॉपर्टी खरीदने जाता है और एजेंट किसी और का फ्लैट किसी और को बेच देता है और बाद में गायब हो जाता है। अब नाउ दैट एजेंट नेक्स्ट लाइफ में क्या हाल होगा उसका, वो सोच नहीं सकते।
वही इंडियन यहाँ पे भी आ जाते हैं।
हाँ, उसका बहुत हालत खराब होगा। So anytime you see somebody around you suffering this way, because now you have that knowledge, you should understand why he is suffering and how can you help such a person। प्रसाद दे सकते हैं, प्रसाद भगवान को भोग लगा के उसको प्रसाद दे सकते हैं, उसको भगवत गीता दे सकते हैं, उसको प्रभुपाद का मंत्र का वो सीडी दे सकते हैं कि भाई ये पीछे चलाओ, बिकॉज ही विल बी वेरी मच डिस्ट्रेस्ड, बहुत उसको कठिनाई होगी जीवन में। सो आई ऑल्सो वांट टू स्ट्रेस कि अभी पितृपक्ष आ रहा है तो सबने करना चाहिए। The best thing you can do is you can chant some extra rounds and offer it to your ancestors. I know of a devotee, I said, that he chants one extra round for his father and one extra round for his mother every single day for the past many years, and he devotes he dedicates the fruit of that round to this. Can you take a sankalpa that okay, Krishna, this for 16 rounds are for me, and the next one round that I am doing, I want to dedicate the fruits to my father. Sometimes people put a message, somebody from my family, my dear mother has passed, please pray for her. Then you can chant those 6 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever, one round, and then you can say before the round, I am dedicating the fruit of this round to this devotee's mother. आपको devotee की mother का नाम भी नहीं पता होगा, that's okay. It is Krishna knows. Krishna के agency में सब पता है सबको. So they will know what has to be done. You just have to utter that desire that I am giving this fruit, the fruit of this thing, because every action will have a fruit. The fruit will be sweet or it will be bitter. Fruit तो आएगा. There is nothing called as fruitless action. ऐसा but when you come to Krishna consciousness and when you do everything for the Lord, then that action is becomes transcendental action. It will give transcendental fruit. It will not have fruits in terms of the bad or the good karma. Fruit है, but it will be a transcendental food. You will get transcendental points for it. Of karma. So let's proceed. So we have discussed all of this 1.41, and then how We also discuss people who have not done doing their ancestor shraddha and this, then many are in the ghost yoni and this and that. Okay, so all right. And then we discussed that for devotees in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, for devotees, what is the translation? It says, so, Madhavi, tell me what's your translation? Good.
O King, one who has given up all material duties and has taken full shelter of the lotus feet of Mukunda, who offers shelter to all, is not in debt to the demigods, great sages, ordinary living beings, relatives, friends, mankind, or even one's forefathers who have passed away. Since all such classes of living entities are part and parcel of Supreme Lord, one who has surrendered to the Lord's service has no need to serve such person separately.
Thank you. So in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 4th canto, the great saint Narada, he teaches the Prachetas, and so there is a story of Prachetas and the 10 brothers, and there was a king called Prachinabhishek. So Narad Muni is discussing there about the 6 debts. So as soon as we are born with 6 kinds of debts. We discussed last week. But once the theme of the lesson to be learned here is, if you have surrendered to Mukunda, the giver of liberation, Krishna, if you have surrendered, then you don't need to do any of these things. Then it's okay if you don't do the Shraddha ceremony. It is fine. And even you will be relieved of all the other debts also. Okay? So this is a very, very important point that devotees need not fear. Okay? But till the time you have not taken up this process completely, then at least you will need to do the other things. Okay? Alright, by 1.42. So the next one should be, you may read the translation 1.42.
By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family tradition and thus give rise to unwanted children, all kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated.
Alright, so we discussed that because Varna Sankara will happen and family tradition is destroyed, unwanted children are present everywhere in the society, then what's going to happen? Everything, the entire society is in devastated state. Nowadays, every time I open the newspaper, I see one of the news I see specifically is a gang rape kind of thing. Every other news or other day, gang rape, which means many of these sons are exploiting one woman. Which means I was thinking this morning that in terms of the class also to bring up this point, that means the mother has not given that either. We can't blame the mother all the time. But either the mother has not stressed on the importance, mother or father, both have not stressed, the parents have not stressed on the importance of treating a woman respectfully, to the son especially. It is very, very important. How has he been brought up? So that's question 1. And even if he has been brought up properly, then he probably falls into a wrong sangha, he probably falls into a wrong association. But the fundamental teachings were not that powerful that somebody else comes and somehow gets him involved in this kind of an activity. Heinous activity, right? So this is the current society that we are living in. This is, Arjun has already talked about this 5,000 years ago. कि ऐसा सब होने वाला है ये society, because now it's a society where it's all Varna Sankara. Because Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, Kshatriya, these 4 Varnas and 4 ashrams are there. It's all mixed now. Because it is mixed, then there is no rules and regulation. कोई कैसा भी सोच रहा है, कोई कैसा भी करता है. So this is what is happening, and Arjun already did all of that. So 1 second, 1.42. So are we supposed to do 1.42 today?
No, it's just done. 1.43.
अच्छा. Okay, 42 हो गया. चलो ठीक है. ये क्या करते हैं? Alright. Because somehow in my thing I put 1.42 here. I made these slides today. Last time 42 नहीं था. नहीं था.
Finished 41 and supposed to
Yeah, we start 42. So Kula Dharma or Jati Dharma is the 4 Varnas and Ashrams, okay? So for those not in Krishna consciousness, following Varnashram rules help us to move towards the spiritual platform. So these Varna and Ashram were made in such a way that people just by following the basic rules, जो क्षत्रिय वो क्षत्रिय का काम करेगा, the Brahmanas will do the yajan pathan, yajan, they will keep on teaching and they will do the yagyas, and then the Vaishyas and the Shudras will do their duties. Just by doing this correctly, the society was well formed and they were progressing in towards Krishna. Okay, that's it. But now, because everything is no one is following these regulations and rules, then everything has become a problem. So people in general now have a whimsical attitude now. I say. So. So it is said that in Krishna, once people are in Krishna consciousness, once you take up to the service of Mukunda, once you take up to the bhakti of Krishna, then these Varna and Ashrams may not really, these rules and regulations may not really matter. But even saying that in chapter 18, later on, we will learn that everyone should never forget 3 kinds of activities. 3 kinds of activities. The 3 kinds of activities are sacrifice, charity, and penance. The 3 activities are sacrifice, charity, and penance. Sacrifice मतलब यज्ञ, charity मतलब दान, donation, and penance मतलब तप. Sacrifice, charity, and penance. Yajna, Dan and Tapa. These 3 activities one should never give up. And we are all doing. How we are doing Yajna? What is our Yajna? Are we doing that Yajna and putting wood and saying Om, Subha Subha? Our Yajna is by the chanting process. Kali Yuga mein Yajna is the chanting process. So what do we do Yajna? In terms of chanting. Dan. All of you are doing Dan. You are buying mother cow milk, dairy bottles. You are giving donation to the temple. Sometimes you visit the Melbourne cow, there is called Hare Krishna Valley. There you give donation. You come to the temple, you give donation. You buy books in terms of Bhagavad Gita. Some of you have bought Srimad Bhagavatam and given as a donation to somebody. So that is donation. Done. That must never be stopped. No matter where you reach in Krishna, even if you become Baba, this, that. But Dan continues karte rehna. That is why you will see, I will always encourage. Every now and then I will ask, I am doing this, you want to participate? Because we must do every single day, some or the other, we must continuously do. That purifies us. That purifies us. Dan. And then tapa. Tapa matlab kya? Tapasya. कौन सी तपस्या? हम ऐसा बैठ के तपस्या कर सकते हैं क्या? I'm not going to talk with anyone now. 2 minutes में फोन टिंग टिंग लेकर तो देखिएगा उधर इंस्टाग्राम में मैसेज है होगा था तपस्या. So what is our tapasya? In Kali Yuga, our tapasya is putting that alarm at 3:34, getting up early. That is our tapasya. That is our tapasya, to get up early and chant. That is one way of tapasya. Second way of tapasya is we only eat prasad. ऐसा बाहर का कोई भी किधर भी बुलाएगा हम ऐसे नहीं जाते. कोई पार्टी में बुलाएगा, बर्थडे पार्टी में पकोड़े खाओ, हम नहीं खाते. Why? Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, if you eat food that is not offered to me, you are verily eating sins. हमारे पाप कम है और हम डाले. So if you are not doing this, then you should do it. So ideally what will happen then? If you don't go to these birthday parties, what will happen? Tell me.
You have very less friends after that. Krishna will be your friend.
I will tell you what will happen. You will have very less sins. Less friend चलेगा. वो friend बाद में अगले जन्म में नहीं आने वाले तुमको देखने को, क्योंकि वो अलग कढ़ाई में तल रहा होगा. हैं? Then he will offer you chicken lollipop. What's gonna happen? Huh? So You don't want to go to this birthday. If you are serious about going back home to God, if you want to reduce your sins, then it is a simple thing. थोड़ा मुश्किल लगेगा कि ये यार ऐसे कैसे अच्छे अच्छे फ्रेंड्स को छोड़ दिए. अच्छे अच्छे फ्रेंड उधर नहीं आने वाले भाई नरक में आपको हेल्प करने को. ये आपका नरक में जाने का काम सुलभ कर रहे हैं.
यहाँ पर भी नहीं आएंगे हेल्प करने के लिए.
Very nice, correct. Very nice. They will not come here also. As soon as they realize that this particular person needs money, they will not attend your phone. They will just pass some messages. We are here to help this, that. They may help in some way, but then no one is going to come in town. And जब भी कृष्णा की लाठी पड़ती है, ऐसी जोरदार पड़ती है, no one can help. Then you feel suddenly alone. And then when you are alone, then a time comes, then if you have tasted Krishna consciousness and if you have friends who are in Krishna consciousness, then only devotees can help. And devotees will come to you and say कि प्रसाद खा, कोई बात नहीं, जो हो रहा है कृष्णा ने बचाया तुझे. तेरा टांग टूटने वाला था, तेरा सिर वो भी एक उंगली टूटा है. ऐसे very very important. Yajna, दान and tapa. Now tomorrow is Ekadashi. Anyone who does this yajna, dan, tapa during Ekadashi will get multiple benefits. है ना? Bonus offer है. But because this Ekadashi is coming in the Chaturmas month, the bonus offer is doubled. Anyone who wants to claim that double offer will put an alarm at 3 and be there for Mangal at 4:30. जिसको वो spiritual पैसा कमाना है, वो. Those who want to collect those spiritual points will come there. It is like how on that 26th December Thanksgiving sale, that TV, LED TV offer, 84 inches available. You will go and stand in the queue because you want that TV anyhow. हाफ रेट में मिल रहा है, जाके खड़े हो जाएंगे ना उधर. ऐसा ही ऑफर चल रहा है. बट इट इज अ स्पिरिचुअल ऑफर. स्पिरिचुअल ऑफर. इफ यू वांट दैट स्पिरिचुअल ऑफर, आई विल सी सम ऑफ यू इन द मंगला. इफ नॉट, देन आई विल सेंड यू अ वीडियो. यू कैन सी द वीडियो, नो प्रॉब्लम. बट यू हैव बीन गिवन द ऑफर एंड यू हैव बीन आल्सो शोन द पाथ. इट इज बिटवीन यू एंड कृष्णा. It is not that I am going to become happy after seeing you. I will be happy that Krishna, you have given this devotee so much inspiration that in spite of staying in Manda, he has driven 50 minutes morning one way and he has come here and attended. So it's between you and Krishna. So yes, Yajna Dhan Tapa. We should not leave that. Alright. Now, so what happens is we have to finish this chapter this time. So be with me. So Arjuna now goes on further. So Arjuna is bemoaning the fact that the eternal family tradition, which means Varnashram Dharma, will completely be destroyed. The Varnashram Dharma is the basis of the society. I'm so happy to see both of you here. After many days I am seeing you. When we started the class, you both were here. And then obviously you took additional duties, so you went. Second point, therefore the path of progressive spiritual evolution of the society will be lost, and third, humankind will become degraded to animal level. So this is the Arjuna's chain of logic. So now let's say what Arjuna's fear what is he fearing more as he goes ahead. 1.43. Usanakula dharma nam manushya nam janardana narake niyatam vaso bhavati teti anushushuma. Somebody Mataji, can you read the translation? Just pass the mic next.
O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by this disciplic succession that those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell.
So those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. So we already discussed this part earlier. Because Pitru Paksha, Shraddha is not happening, then their ancestors are already suffering in hell. And because they will curse us, यहाँ पे भी hell हो जाएगा हमारे लिए. We also discussed that if things are not going too well in your family, and if you are doing everything, but फिर भी पैसा जा रहा है, बीमार है लोग ऐसे ही, then there is most of the time it is the Pitru Shrap, or whatever we call it, curse from the ancestors. So the hellish conditions are present here, and later on also you will, so you will be in hell. So 1.43. So Arjuna says by saying Utsanna Kula Dharma. So the entire Varnashram Dharma, it will be destroyed. And Manushya Nam Janardhanayum. So Manushya Nam is significant because it is a human society. If we don't follow the rules and regulations, then we are as good as animals. It will become animalistic society, which is what is present in today's world. People are behaving like animals. Ruthless, devoid of all human qualities. Yes,
I have a question that, does that mean that when someone is not doing the Sharad or anything, but their soul has already would have taken a new body?
Yeah.
So they would be suffering due to his son or daughter is not doing anything Sharad in his current life, and because that soul has already taken a new body.
Correct. So what happens is, when we do Shraddha for our ancestors, okay, now we don't know where our ancestors are. So if it is said that, I don't know where the verse is, it is there in one of my PPTs. So if the ancestor, let's say, has already got it, because we will keep on doing Shraddha for many years, and by that time the soul will probably have has progressed in his journey, and he has got a new life. So it is said that if the soul is, let's say, in a bird yoni, for example, bird yoni, and if you do a Shraddha during this upcoming Pitru Paksha, then in that bird yoni, that bird, that ancestor in the form of a bird will suddenly find a whole lot of food, easy access to food. If it is an animal yoni, again it is related to food, because for animals it is primarily about food. They will get easy access to food. If it is in a Manushya yoni, then depending on their current status, they may have a windfall of money. इधर से लॉटरी लग गई, किसी ने ऐसे ही पैसा दे दिया, अगर पैसा अटका है तो वो छूट के आ गया. If somebody is in a court case, suddenly they will be relieved of the court case, कि सब गुनाह माफ. Somebody is in a debt, then the debt is repaid. So that is how the health will be passed on to that particular ancestor of yours. Yeah. If he is in a Bhoot Pret Yoni, then they will very likely progress in their journey and find the next body. Especially Bhoot Pret is very important, because if the many ancestors are there, if somebody has done a suicide and they don't have yet another body. So if we do this Shraddha, Pitru Paksha and other things, and even if we chant some good solid rounds and dedicate the fruit to them, and if we offer Krishna Prasad to them, then they will progress in their journey. जिधर अटकी पड़ी है ना गाड़ी आगे निकल जाएगी. Alright, let's move on. So
Prabhuji,
yeah.
just one question. So with that
Pitru
Shraddha, is it a time period that have to do that certain time, or
So the question.
Number of time. Or
So the question is that is the Shraddha to be done in a specific time? The answer is yes and no. If you are following the Karma Kanda rituals, then the Pitru Paksha is coming now.
Wednesday.
Yeah. It will be Pitru Paksha means 15 days. So those 15 days are about to come now. It is almost in the Chaturmas period. So if you Google, then you will find the date from next Wednesday for next 15 days. So during that period you have to do. So for that you need to know the date of death of the deceased person, and if you know the time, that is good. So there are certain softwares like Trik Panchang. When you put the date and the time of the person, then they will tell you in Pitru Paksha on what day the Shraddha has to be done. You get it? In those 15 days, on a certain specific day, on the tithi that the person passed away, on that tithi you have to do. But let's say you don't know the date, you have forgotten the date, or the time is such that 11:55 p.m. At night, p.m. Then you are dodgy. That whoever noted, they have not ready. Is it the second day of this? then you can do on Sarva Pitri Amavasya day. There is one final day called Sarva Pitri Amavasya. So if you don't know the correct time and date and this and that, then you can do on Sarva Pitri Amavasya for all the ancestors. Many people in our congregation will feed the devotees, especially in these 15 days they will sponsor prasad, which is the best thing to do. You can also, like one of the thing we mentioned, right, Yagya Dan Tapa. So Dan donation will happen in the name of that forefather. Let's say grandfather has passed away, for example. Then you will come to the temple, you will go on the first floor and there is a reception office there and you will say, okay, I am donating food for life, whatever. I want to do Annadan in the name of late Mr. and Mrs. whatever this, and then you can give some Lakshmi there. And anyway, everybody comes and eats prasad in the temple, but that day the prasad is cooked for your ancestors. Best thing to come to the temple and give donation in this form. And then you can chant some rounds in the house during this day. Yeah? So we'll move on. Drik Panchang is the software or is the site where you can put this and we can get. Alright. Alright, let's move 1.43. We'll just move 1.44. अहोबाता महात्पापम कर्तुम व्यवसिता वयम यद राज्य सुखो लोभेन हंतुम स्वजनम उद्यतः. So somebody may read the translation next. You read the translation.
Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit dreadful sinful acts. Driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, we are intent to killing our own kinsmen.
So Srila Prabhupada translates, driven by selfish motives, one may be inclined to such sinful acts of killing one's own brother, mother, father. There are many such instances in the history of the world, but Arjun, being a saintly devotee of the Lord, is always conscious of moral principles and therefore takes care to avoid such activities. So Arjun is now saying, how to kill? It is such a sinful act. कमीनापन होगा, ऐसे सबको मारना है ये सब, और driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, कि मुझे राज्य मिलेगा इसलिए मैं मारूंगा. So till now, if you analyze, Arjun was giving everything logically. Correctly also there is a very logical reason. But there is a flaw in this reason. Can you see what is the flaw? What is Arjun saying? Driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness, why should I kill my brothers and kinsmen? What is the flaw in this? Srila Prabhupada points out the flaw. What is the flaw in this? Problem क्या है इसके अंदर?
Enjoy royal happiness.
Enjoying royal happiness.
भावना में खड़ा रहता है.
नहीं, अर्जुन तो बराबर ही, अर्जुन ऐसे ही करेंगे ना, that how can I enjoy the kingdom by killing this? I have to kill them to enjoy the royal kingdom. He will become the king, na? His brother will become the king. He will also become king, one of the states. How can I? So the flaw here is Arjun is thinking that the war is happening to make him king or to make him enjoy. That is the problem. When we think about ourselves, so this is the biggest point here. Problem है इसके अंदर ये है.
There's also the
फल की
assumption
इच्छा.
that they've won. There's also the assumption that they've won.
Yeah, assumption that they want. Okay, agreed. But he's thinking that this everything is happening for me. That is the problem. हमारे लिए कुछ नहीं, हम कौन है? We are just a dot. Our soul is just a dot. It is happening because of Krishna. Krishna says, what is the verse in chapter 4? Why does Krishna come? I'll display it on the screen. परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे. So 3 reasons. परित्राणाय साधूनां, to deliver the pious. जो अच्छे लोग हैं उनको हेल्प करने आते हैं, उनकी मुक्ति के लिए आते हैं. परित्राणाय साधुनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां, टू एनिहिलेट द मिसक्रिएंट, जो खराब लोग हैं उनको उनका सर्वनाश करने के लिए, और धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय, टू रीएस्टैब्लिश रिलीजन, संभवामि युगे युगे, I come millennium after me. So Krishna 5000 years ago when he came for this. He wanted to re-establish religion. So many irreligious people were everywhere. Krishna made a plan. 18 दिन में सफाया सबका. So he called everyone at one place. एक जगह हो. मैं क्यों इधर इधर जाऊँ? तुम लोग सब इधर एक जगह पे. हाँ? That is the plan. Krishna's plan. But what is Arjun thinking? मेरी भी ऐसा हो रहा है, अच्छा नहीं है, मुझे नहीं चाहिए, है? तुम कौन हो? So we have to figure out, we should not forget that Krishna has his own plans. So Krishna is doing this. So this is the fallacy here. This is the problem here. So Arjun is saying sins will be involved. इधर मेरे को पाप लगेगा, ये होगा, वो होगा. So when you do according to Krishna's instructions, there is no papa. It is like Srila Prabhupada gives an example of a soldier. A soldier is in a military and he is allowed to shoot. He is given ammunition, he is given that machine gun, he shoots the enemy, and then his brigadier comes and he gives him medal, Paramvir Chakra, this, that Chakra, Shaurya Chakra. And the same soldier, when he comes home with that same gun, and his neighbor is playing the music loudly, he tells him, don't play, I want to sleep. And then he again he goes and shoots him. Then what will happen? That Shaurya Chakra will be taken back and he will put to jail. Huh? So same thing in Krishna consciousness. Arjun was acting according to Krishna's will. Duryodhana was also killing, but he was acting against Krishna's will. So Duryodhana is different. वो गया होगा कहीं में. And now Arjun is close associate of Krishna. He is not going to get any sin. So what does Krishna? Krishna तो हमको तो नहीं बोला ना अभी कि क्या करना है. तो हमारे लिए क्या है फिर sin? हमको बोला है कि नहीं बोला है? बोला है. क्या बोला है? किधर बोला है? अर्जुन को तो बोला है तो मारो अर्जुन, मैं तो हूँ इधर. हमको तो कुछ नहीं बोला फिर. इधर हम तो बोल के रहेंगे ना भाई, कृष्ण तू इधर आके बोलना तो मैं करता हूँ कुछ. हैं? बोला ना 18.55, 18.65, 18.60. हाँ? सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य माम् एकं शरणं व्रज. That is the instruction for us. Worship me, bow down to me, always think of me, become my devotee. बार तो बोला है. Then you will come to me without fail. Then I will take away all of your sins. सब बोला है. सब समझ में आ रहा है, बट हमको करना नहीं. सब समझ में आ रहा है, बट हमको एक राउंड से ऊपर करने का टाइम ही नहीं है. कैसा होगा, क्या होगा? अच्छा, आगे बढ़ते. प्रभु जी चांस ही नहीं छोड़ते बोलने का. धीरे धीरे लगाते ही रहते. व्यासासन का काम ही है. व्यासासन का काम ही है कि जो सच है वो बताना है. श्रीला प्रभुपाद ने जो बोला है उसको बिना मस्का लगाए स्ट्रेट बोलना है. Okay, so is Krishna. So once we understand that Krishna has his own ways, we cannot think Krishna as a normal person here. He is Bhagavan. He can do anything that he likes, and it will always be correct. And even if Krishna does something that we find immoral or wrong, that doesn't make Krishna wrong. It is like the sun shining. जब भी सूर्य की किरण पड़ती है किसी टॉयलेट वाली जगह में, तो उस टॉयलेट को भी पवित्र कर देती है. उधर का जो सब गंद मैल है उसको भी सुखा देती है. बट डज दैट मीन द सन गेट्स कंटेमिनेटेड? सूर्य तो पवित्र ही रहता है. सूर्य तो सूर्य है, उसका किरण इतनी तेजस्वी है. सिमिलरली कृष्णा कैन डू एनीथिंग. दैट डजंट मेक हिम कंटेमिनेटेड. वी कांट टेल ओ कृष्णा को श्राप लगा कुंती देवी का. It is a plan of Krishna. He has to take the Yadav, his army. His Yadav army is so powerful. No one on earth can destroy them. And they are associates of the Lord. They have to go back to the spiritual kingdom from where they came. So the Lord makes plans. ऐसे ओके कुंती तू श्राप देना, ये लोग फिर एक दूसरे से लड़ेंगे, वापस जाने का टाइम आ गया सबका. We'll all go back. Otherwise, no one can destroy the Yadav army. So Krishna creates situation this way, and others are just instruments. But people who don't read Bhagavad Gita or who don't understand things from a in parampara or from a proper disciplic succession or from a proper guru, then they use Hare Krishna को श्राप लग रहा है बेचारा. उसको भी नहीं छोड़ा. देखो कुंती कितनी पावरफुल हो गई. कुंती भगवान हो गया, ऐसा हो जाएगा ना? हैं? So क्या?
Gandhari.
Gandhari. Sorry, Gandhari. Just replace Kunti with Gandhari for the past 10 minutes. Huh? All right. It's easy, huh? You come from IT background, then you can do else. I will replace. All right. Let's move. एक ही श्लोक है. There is a delicacy waiting there. 1.45. Somebody read the translation quickly. Who is the next in the queue? Mataji ko do. Yes. Let's read.
Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield.
All right. Okay. So better for me if the sons. So now Arjun is coming to a conclusion. Arjun is a Kshatriya. What is the duty of Kshatriya? To fight. Can the Kshatriya do anything else? वो business नहीं कर सकता, वो कुछ नहीं कर सकता. So what is so there are two options for Arjun here. Okay. Case one is that so either Arjun the first option is he should fight the battle and kill relatives, which he doesn't want. उसको मारना नहीं है. The second option for him is to leave the battlefield. But if he leaves the battlefield, अगर वो रणभूमि छोड़ के भाग जाता है तो भाग के क्या करेगा? He doesn't have a kingdom to rule. Kshatriyas need a kingdom to rule. ना एक राज्य चाहिए रूल करने के लिए. तो क्या करेगा बाहर? बिजनेस तो नहीं कर सकता. So Arjun is thinking, I don't want to kill. If I run, then what will I do? So I can't run. So better to be in the war and die. But without lifting weapon. Without lifting weapon, मैं ऐसे ही मर जाऊंगा. अर्जुन इज थिंकिंग लॉजिकली कि मारूंगा तो मुझे सीन लगेगा, पाप लगेगा, वो सब उसका ये फर्स्ट कंडीशन चल रहा है माइंड में. तो नाउ ये सेड कि नहीं, बेटर है कि मैं उठाऊंगा ही नहीं और मैं ऐसे ही मर जाऊंगा. एक्चुअली फॉर अ क्षत्रिय टू थिंक दिस वे इज अ बिग थिंग, बट अर्जुन इज जस्ट कमिंग टू दिस कंक्लूजन. ऐसे नेक्स्ट लास्ट में जाते हैं 1.46. So now Sanjay Uvacha. This Sanjay Dhritarashtra Uvacha he started. Then Sanjay spoke. Then after some time Arjun started, and then now Sanjay is back again. Has Krishna spoken yet in chapter 1? No. Krishna will speak in chapter 2. Okay. We'll see. Now last one. Sanjay Uvacha evam uktavarjuna sankhe rathopasta upavisat vishrajya sasaram chapam shoka samvigna manasaha. I'll read the translation. Sanjay said, Arjun, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. This is the last verse of chapter 1. And we are coming to the end of chapter 1, and Srila Prabhupada writes in his purport, while observing the situation of his enemy, Arjun stood upon the chariot, but he was so afflicted with lamentation that he sat down again, setting aside his bow, his Gandiva bow and arrows. Such a kind and soft-hearted person in the devotional service of Lord is quick to receive self-knowledge. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purports to the first chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of observing the armies on the battlefield. So we are back to Sanjay now. We are back in Hastinapur. Sanjay is speaking to the blind king Dhritarashtra and saying, Sankhya on the battlefield, Rathopasta Upavisat. Arjun बैठ गया. He just sat down and he kept his bow and arrow. Arjun actually was defeated by his own mind. This is all mind game happening. Arjun was defeated by his own mind. Even devotees, if we don't take up the process of Krishna consciousness, and if we are not guided by the Shastras, guided by sadhus, guided by devotees, then we will think we will be driven by our mind. And and that is what we don't want. Mind is a monkey, it will take you everywhere, here and there. We need to be driven by guided intelligence based on Shastric evidence, and that only Guru can give. Currently, for all of us, our Guru is Srila Prabhupada in terms of his books, his instructions are in terms of his books. Till the time you don't find a Guru for yourself in a parampara succession, then Srila Prabhupada's books are your Guru. Srila Prabhupada himself is our Guru. He's a Jagat Guru. Alright? So in that sense. So we have to read Shastras, we have to read scriptures, and we have to improve our intelligence and accordingly take steps. Yes, Rohit, what's the question?
When Arjun was attending his Gurukul and other thing,
Yeah.
तो द्रोणाचार्य and Kripacharya
Yeah.
सिखाया नहीं कि you Kshatriya and you have to fight and all
Right,
this.
yeah. So the question Prabhu is asking is, when Arjun was in his Gurukul and did Dronacharya and other gurus, Kripacharya, did they not teach him that you are a Kshatriya and you must fight? Yes, they taught, and that is why Arjun came to the war ready to fight. But now Krishna has his own plans. So Krishna has put Arjun in illusion, temporary illusion, because he wants to speak Bhagavad Gita. For whom? For us. So that 5,000 years later, when this Kali Yuga happens, then we will read. Arjun is a madhyam. Okay? So through the medium of Arjun, the message is coming to us. Arjun is the closest associate of the Lord. Arjun doesn't need knowledge of Bhagavad Gita actually. But Krishna says, you have been with me so many times, you have heard Bhagavad Gita also so many times, but now you don't remember it, but I remember everything. So Arjun is a madhyam, Arjun is the associate of the Lord. He has been temporarily put in an illusion so that he asks these questions and we benefit out of it. Very good question. Alright, so we will end here. When Arjun puts his bow down, there is a small story I will tell, because I think the kids are still to come out here. I will tell one small story. Arjun Gandhi bow niche rakhna. For the Arjun to put Gandhi bow down is a big thing. Arjun had taken a vow. Whoever tells me to put my Gandhi bow down, I will kill him. Whoever tells me not to fight, I will kill him. Arjun had taken this vow. And it so happened that in the battlefield, there was on a specific day, who is this? Yudhishthir and Karna, they came face to face. Now, Karna is a superior warrior as compared to Yudhishthir. So Karna obviously humiliated Yudhishthir Maharaj. इधर-उधर बाण मार के पूरा घायल कर दिया. But Karna did not kill Yudhishthir. He killed him by insulting him. For a Kshatriya, insult is also like killing, मौत की तरह है. So he killed him. तुमको तुम्हारा ये करने नहीं आ रहा, तुम राजा बने बैठे हो, जाओ यहाँ से मेरे सामने. And Yudhishthir had to go back. And Yudhishthir was feeling so insulted and he was injured. And Arjun came to know about this. And Yudhishthir was back in the camp. And Arjun somehow he came to Yudhishthir and he came in front of Yudhishthir. And the moment Yudhishthir saw Arjun, he stood up like, Arjun, मार दिया तूने कर्ण को. Arjun said no. I came to look after you कि what happened to you. मैंने सुना आपके बारे में, तो पहले आपको मिलने आया. I came to find out about your wellness. And Yudhishthir became angry. इधर आके क्या रखा है इधर? You should have killed him. You are not fit. You leave your Gandhi bow down. He mentioned this to Arjun. And then Arjun Kshatriya, he remembered his vow. मैं अभी मारूंगा आपको. आपने ऐसा क्यों बोला मुझे? So he became angry and he said, I'm going to kill. And he actually about to take the arrow and kill. And Krishna was there, शांत हो जाओ, शांत हो जाओ. And then he said, Krishna then explained, okay, I understand you took a vow, but for a Kshatriya to be killed there are various ways. One way is you insult him, and that is as good as killing. So your vow will also hold, and then we can get out of this situation. And so then Arjun talked various things to Yudhishthir. Because of you, this entire thing happened. Our dear wife was put at stake. I was ready to kill at that time also. You did not allow me. You are Napunsak, you are this, you are that. He said so many things. And once he said, then he felt light. Yudhishthir Maharaj also felt insulted. And everything took place. And that the next moment Arjun fell at Arjun fell down at Yudhishthir's feet and he begged for forgiveness. So that is the glory of the last verse here. When Arjun keeps his Gandhi go down, can you imagine the illusion that Krishna has put Arjun into? He has forgotten all of his thing and he himself put the go down. I don't want to fight. Khud hi bol raha hai. And so that is the power of Krishna. So what we learn from chapter 1 is, it doesn't matter what we think. We have to follow Krishna's instructions. Krishna's instructions are given in Bhagavad Gita in various chapters, but primarily we are focusing on 18.65, 18.66. If we understand that point, we can go back home, back to Godhead in this very life. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.